Hello everyone and welcome back. We're going to be continuing on with the post ARR stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to look up how many quests are in the post ARR stuff. We have the 7th Umbral Era. A Realm Awoken is what it was called, and 2.1 patches we're almost done with. Wait, go back. I just see them here. A Realm Awoken. Okay, so we're in A Realm Awoken. And then we're going to be doing... Oh god, I forget how many there are. Okay, so we have... we have a lot to get done, you guys. We have a lot to get done before we get to Heaven's Ward. I remember this now. Okay, on the bright side, we are just gonna have a lot to play through, and that's fun. Okay. Your bravery in service of the Twelveswood and her Muggles shall not be forgotten. Quietly. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouths of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Yes, ma'am. You get to go back to the Lotus Stand. Yeah, so I forgot how much there is between ARR and Heaven's Ward. The Elder Seer is expecting you, madame. May I show you in? Yes. Yeah, I forgot how much there is between ARR and Heaven's Ward, because there's like 6 patches that happen between them, and each of them have like 10 to 15 quests. So we're gonna be here for a while. We're not even done with patch 1.0. So I might just throw that all together. Quietly, you are returned to us, unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet, many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in the Thorn March. Then, it is as we feared. The king really is a primal. And but he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Muggles don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've heard of. Then mayhaps the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that though a combination of power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Muggles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse, the ether which comprised him instead being scattered to the 4 winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every aspect the same, which means... Ascians. This whole business reeks of their handiwork. Popo! They said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no short of a masked man, and I never thought to question. Confound it! How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there is paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyres, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitations. A somber thought, but a solitary one. My heart felt thanks quietly. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you go, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing the other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Revenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, my lady. While Yaida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangements with the Elder Seatsier, mayhaps you would return to the Waking Sand and apprise the antecedent of all that transpired. We are narrowing in on the amount of times we are going to need to travel to this place all the way out in the boondocks that does not have an aetheryte, and I am so happy about it. Although I am gonna have to come back here and do like the other stuff, the like quests that unlock things here. You know, that's gonna be eventually pretty soon. Need to do those. Do I? I do. I need to go and get a better weapon for my monk. I have a level 50 weapon, but it's like 80, item level 80 or something. It is good to see you hale and healthy, quietly. I received word from Yaida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Mugulmog the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was, as they said, summoned with the same methods used by the beast tribes and taught by the Asians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seatsier of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, quietly. The Gifted. Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are at long last ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So, as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, quietly. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be under headquarters, and the premise will be given under the care of Uranger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls were borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our order's history. Mayhaps it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Uranger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have fought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alice will continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurance that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Uranger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Yes, ma'am. I can do that. Alright, Mr. Uranger, my good fellow. I would like your help. Or I would like to help you. Thou art ever welcome, quietly, and I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave, unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, the thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhaps thou thinkest this chamber of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer has bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestors faded by the eons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis thou his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. Damn. Poetic, dude. Like, I need a clap. Be not offended quietly. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failing of thy forebears. Mayhaps it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of Whence came the cry? The solar, 12's for fend, the antecedent. Violet, you must heal you? I got a healing spell. I'm a white mage. Oh, sorry, this is a serious moment. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Louviere was a remarkable man, wise beyond his mortal measures. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Ooh, Ascian. In our headquarters? Interesting. An Ascian? Here? How? How readily you see. You are indeed gifted antecedent. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant, yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of La Habrea. La Habrea is a warrior. He fought well. He fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he is still... Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You, what are... Are ready when you are, milady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? Ooh, she can't see him. I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon be used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only as to be expected. She lacks the gift and knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in such each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectations, and expectations colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the Echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The Echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave, as I came, in peace antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Ow. Right through the chest. Mayhaps I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you served the arbor, I wonder? Interesting. Groan, I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intentions was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Ranger said word to the students of Baladesian. Tell them to scour the archives, forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. He wasn't in white robes, was he? Looks black to me. An Ascian, my lady. Was that what gave you such a cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set foot forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Bind him quietly. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray, attend me, Tataru. Yes, ma'am. Search for the robed man. Looks like we have to go out. It didn't look in the flashback like it was white robes. They looked black to me. But maybe that's just because of the filtering that was there. Right. we are going to search. Nevertheless. Ooh. Those are white. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Okay. I can deal with this. I can do this. Come on, little buddy. Which one is this one? Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such an examination. I have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary. You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? And you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for though through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. Your mother favors you still, that much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. I forgot all about this. I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot about all of this Shuba stuff. So I'm interested in seeing exactly what the heck is going to be going on with this further on, because I know that the whole Ascian storyline is going to be, I'm guessing, pretty pivotal to like the end game. End game being the like conclusion, like Endwalker stuff, because it's been so delicately placed into the story and we're slowly gaining more information, what I think is going to happen, and I have done Heavensward, so keeping that in mind, I think we're going to be seeing all of these different aspects of Eorzea and all of like the things that are going on in Eorzea, and then eventually we're going to find out like the main plot of the Ascians and kind of go from there. Thank the gods you have returned quietly. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon, he was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. Of when does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but revealed nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. The gifted. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. This is the last quest in... This one right here is... This is the last quest in 2.1. A Realm Awoken. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stone. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamiga resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital imperial secrets while feeding his playmasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Eorzea will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Yes, ma'am. Build on the Stone is what this quest is called. Build on the Stone. I thought thee departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Can I imagine the antecedent's pain? Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of this material, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Quietly, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to go, once you have given the journal to Eorzea, I bid you come to the 7th heaven in Revenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new 8th rite in Revenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. I have indeed. Primal fears the king lives. I'll have to come back and do these later. I'm half tempted to make this my home point for a while, so that I can like save the costs of coming here, but I don't think I'm going to. Let's see. What are we at? Where is Tataru? Oh, she's over here. Oh, quietly. You're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I am pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid! From this day forward, I shall spare no effort to see that in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable as a home as for us as the Waking Sands ever was. Jesus. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar faces, and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. That man, I can't say I've spoken to him before, but rumor has it he comes to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss. That massive pillar of shining crystals that loom high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it is a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secrets. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than talk to him and see what he knows. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at it. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, quietly, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. I believe he starts the Crystal Tower quest, and I believe I remember who he is specifically. The Crystal Tower quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a Scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. Yeah, that's what I thought. I think there's gonna be like a big gate here, right? Paper of Knowledge. Rising Stones entrance. Dun dun dun. I like the Rising Stones. It's very pretty and it's huge though. Like it's big. Look at look at them over there. Thancred's here. Countinet. Ystoll is reading a book. Alphino is brooding as always. We can count on our Alphino to brood. Ah. Quite a big desk. Well, It is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. For today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. And this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decision. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! A moment of your time quietly. I would speak of Elidibus. Oh, your Jace here. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baladessian hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None could penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge, both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baladessian, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield to it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps, or Encore, or Prus, and which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. His endurance, and he endures and may yet return onto that point. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand quietly. I discern them all around, and disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray, return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Krill, where are you? Your intercession was not forewarned. You object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intention unclear. They survived the 7th Arbor and are strong now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Nabralis. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at cross purposes. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. Still Waters. Okay, so this is the first quest of the 2.2 patch, so I'm gonna end this episode here, and I'll do the rest. I'll do another episode with all of this. I like this character right here, so I'm really hyped about meeting that character. And I will also do a quest, or not a quest, an episode for like the Crystal Tower stuff as well, because I'm really excited to do the Crystal Tower stuff, and now we can do the Crystal Tower stuff, and that unlocks raids, and I'm like a super big endgame person. But anyway, thank you for hanging out. Like, subscribe, follow the channel if you want to see all the other playthrough stuff I'm doing. I am doing a bunch of other playthrough stuff. I'm doing all of the jobs and putting them up, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of other stuff, more structured YouTube content on my other YouTube that just went up, so take a peek at that. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. See you next time. Bye.